You know that moment when everything goes completely silent? No fan, no cars, no dogs barking, not even the sound of crickets. That silence is not normal. In my town, silence means they are near. 3 nights ago, at exactly 2:13 a.m., the power went out in my apartment in Port Harcourt. My generator suddenly stopped. The fan died. My phone lost signal. Even the insects outside went quiet. Then I felt something. Someone was watching me. Slowly, I opened my eyes. At the end of my bed, something was standing there. Tall, still, its head slightly tilted. Its long hair covered its face. I couldn't hear breathing, but somehow I knew it was smiling. And the worst part? It wasn't alone. I froze. My body refused to move. My heart was pounding so loud I thought the thing could hear it. But it didn't move. It only stood there, watching. 5 minutes passed. 10 minutes. Then suddenly, my neighbor's generator started outside. The moment the sound filled the air, the figure disappeared. Just like smoke. Gone. That was when I realized something terrible. It only appears when there is silence. The next night, I refused to sleep in silence. I played loud music on my phone, Afrobeats, anything. The entire night, nothing happened. No silence, no visitor. But around 2:10 a.m., my phone battery began to die. 5%, 3%, 1%. Then the phone shut down. The room became silent again. Slowly, I looked toward my door, and my blood froze. She was closer now, standing beside the door. But something had changed. Her skin looked rotten. Her jaw was hanging loose. Her teeth were covered in dried blood. And behind her, more shapes were forming in the darkness. The next morning, I spoke to an old security guard in my compound. He looked terrified when I described the woman. He whispered something I will never forget. Those are not ghosts. They are the silence walkers. He told me about something that happened years ago. A strange disease spread in a nearby village. People died, but they didn't stay dead. At night, their bodies would rise, but they only moved when the world was silent. No noise, no sound, only silence. That was how they hunted. That night, I made a plan. I turned on my generator. I played music on speakers. I left the television running. Noise everywhere. Nothing happened. But around 2:13 a.m., something terrifying happened. The generator suddenly stopped. The television shut off. The speakers died. Even the wind stopped. Silence. Complete silence. And then I heard something dragging across the floor outside my room. Slow, heavy, scratching. Then knock, knock, knock. The door handle slowly turned. I didn't move. I didn't breathe. The door opened, and the woman stepped inside. But now I could see her face. Her eyes were completely white. Her mouth stretched wider than any human mouth could. And behind her, dozens of others stood in the corridor. Dead people, walking, waiting, listening for silence. I remembered something. They hunt in silence. But what if I create noise? My hand slowly reached for my phone charger connected to a power bank. I pressed play on the loudest sound I could find. A police siren. The moment the sound exploded through the room, the zombies froze. Their heads twisted violently. Their bodies began to crack. And then, one by one, they collapsed like dead puppets. I thought it was over. I thought the sound destroyed them. But I was wrong. Outside the window, the entire street was full of them. Hundreds, standing still, waiting for the next moment of silence. And eventually, silence always returns. So tonight, if your fan suddenly stops, if the crickets go quiet, if everything becomes completely silent, don't move, don't breathe, because when the world goes silent, they start walking.